Hey Glam Babes, and thank you for stepping into Casey Glam Show. Period. And today I'm going to be doing a story time in this full-blown soft makeup look for you. But before I get into it, I have to show you my outfit from the Goddess Boutique. I believe that's the name of her brand. I don't want to get it wrong. Y'all know this. But this is the look. I know y'all feeling it. I know y'all liking it. Giving me very much so brunch vibes. You feel me? So let's get to it. All started. I moisturized my face with my Pond's cold cream. I don't feel like picking it up or reaching for it, but that's what I moisturized my face with. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with the eyebrows. So my story time is about the time I got catfished. I feel like everybody should have one of these stories. All these apps and stuff we had, or like growing up with social media in general. If you don't have this story, it's because you didn't know you was catfished. Before I start, I'm using my Casey Glam Shop Brow Pencil. I am now revamping my Casey Glam Shop brand, which is now called Mirrored Sublimity. So you can go ahead and give me a follow, period, and get ready for all the new products and some of the old products that were launched with Casey Glam Shop. Y'all, most phase will be dropping to Mirror Sublimity as well, so get ready for that. So I'm gonna be outlining my brow, filling it in, and then shaping. So my sister, right, this was back when Kik, like, you know, Kik the app was in or whatever. So this had to be like 2013, 2014. Back when Kik was up and popping, everybody was using it. And my sister had an account. So she was talking to somebody on the app or whatever. And she was showing me, she was like, Tati, look at this boy, whatever, this, that, and the third. He's so fat, like he was fat. And this was back when I was like really into light-skinned dudes. But now I don't be feeling them that much. You know, especially when I'm with a chocolate man now, period. But no, this was back when I was like really feeling light-skinned boys. And she was like, Tati, look, this boy, he fat as hell, blah, blah, this and the third. He's like a family friend of her one friend. We gonna name her Deja. So Deja had basically showed Ariana a picture of this boy, right, which is my sister, and was like, and he cute, blah, this and the third, basically trying to put somebody on with him. So I was like, single, whatever, give him my info. So you know how it is, you give people your info, you start talking to them. Mind you, this all happened within like the same week. So I found out they was catfish within the same week, so it really didn't go far. But you know, when you be getting betrayed or whatever, it hurts regardless. But anywho, so Deja gave them my Kik information. We talked. I say it was about Wednesday, Thursday. We talked, you know, the regular questions or whatever. I had to be about 17, 18 at the time. You know, like the regular questions or whatever. 21 questions. What's your name? This and the third, blah, blah, blah. Right now, I'm about to take my Shot Miss A angle brush. And I'm about to take my medium beige LA Girl Pro Concealer and sculpt my eyebrows. Back to the story. We asking 21 questions. We trying to get to know each other. It had to be about like a Wednesday, Thursday or whatever. When all that happened, the transaction and stuff. Mind you, we don't have each other's phone number. We don't be on the phone. Like, we don't be talking on the phone. It's just through Kik. So he roll around and say he finna go to Deja's house because he like a family friend to them or whatever. He finna go to Deja's house and hang out with them or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't live that far from Deja, so you trying to like meet at the park or something, or we can like walk or whatever, you know, just to, you know, meet each other. I was trying to do something that was in the neighborhood at the time. That way, you know, I just felt like that was like a very safe option. Even though we could have did like the mall or something, but I didn't want to go too far from the house because at the time, like in high school, I was a bit insecure. I can't say that. And it was like guys that I felt like that were too good for me or whatever at the time, you know. I felt like I probably didn't like have a chance or whatever. So I didn't feel like he was real to begin with. But it was like that one little chance, that one little thought in the back of my mind, like, oh, what if he's real? Oh my God, like he's so fine. And you know, when you young, you be thinking about all this stuff like, oh, we'll be so cute as a couple, we can do this, we can do that, blah blah blah. Girl, no. I have to go in with my JUVIAS Place foundation in the shade Velvet Matte. It's I Am Magic Velvet Matte Foundation, that's what it's called. The number is Savana 440. You know, when you're young or whatever, you be thinking y'all like, you know, gonna be together forever, this and the third. You think everything lasts forever when you're young. No, that was one of my biggest mistakes. So after I asked him like, did he want a link, he went ghost. This had to be about like around like 5, 6 o'clock, something like that. So he went ghost and he stopped talking to me or whatever. So I say the next day rolled by and he texted me talking about, sorry, my phone died or whatever, this, that, and the third. That was on Friday when he went to their house. So Saturday rolled around, we just texting, we talking. I leave it alone, forgive him, whatever. The brush I'm using for the foundation is my Shop Miss A AOA Studio brush. It's a high definition brush. So I leave it alone. I don't bother. I don't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, cool. His phone was dead. So I end up telling my friend. I'm like, hey, like, it's this dude. He fan, boy, this and the third. He talked to me. I've been talking to him for almost a week. It's going on like a week soon, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but I don't know if he real. We're going to name the girl. We're going to name my friend Crystal. So my friend Crystal like, okay, cool. Well, we're going to do some research on him. We're going to see who he is, see if he real. All that bet. So I'm like, okay. So now I'm about to go in with my e.l.f. concealer. To conceal and contour, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. matte camo concealer in tan neutral, and then I'm going to be using my e.l.f. camo matte concealer in rich walnut. So my friend come over, and you know us, we doing the research, the regular research. Like, it don't matter how old you are, you know to do your research on your people, which I should have did sooner, but you know, better late than never. Look up his name on Facebook, don't pop up. We look up his name on IG, don't pop up. I don't know why I never asked for his social media, but I guess it was because like I just felt like it was all like a little safe because my sister's friend knew him, you know, Deja knew him. So I just thought it was okay, it's cool. They close, they hang out. No. Twitter. At the time in Texas, Twitter was like really big. We look up on there and nowhere to be found. Okay, cool. Now I'm putting the concealer under my eyes. I already blended my nose and my forehead. Now I'm going to use the contour. So we even checked on Twitter. He wasn't even on Twitter. And Twitter is like really big for a lot of people, you know, on around that time in Texas. So we talking. I'm like, I can't find you on no social media. Like, what's your social media? What's your accounts and stuff like that? They go like, don't even like answer the question. At the time, I believe it was just like very much so, dumb. After they don't answer that question, I go in and I ask another question. I'm like, okay, so what you doing? I basically just changed the subject. I'm doing a soft look, so I'm going to take my, don't judge me, my Morphe palette. The top came off, but I'm going to be taking my 350M palette, and I'm gonna do something real light. I'm going to do the soft look with like white in the crease here, something real soft. So I'll be taking my Shop Miss A brush AOA Studio in E127. It's in those multi-pack brush containers. I'm taking the brush and I am blending in a circular motion. I changed the subject. I'm like, okay, so what you doing? They're like, oh, finna go bowling with Deja's family. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's what's up. Which bowling alley y'all going to? So it had to be about like 3, maybe like 5 o'clock or something. And they were going bowling around like nighttime. Probably about, well, or probably about like 6 to like 10 or something like that. So I'm like, okay, how long y'all gonna be there? This and the third, that's what's up. So I say, okay, cool. I'm gonna let you enjoy your time, this and the third, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you there with Deja, right? And he said, yeah. So me and, what I said my friend was Crystal. Me and Crystal go up to the bowling alley because it's actually in the area. Everybody goes to the same bowling alley. And Deja and her family lives near me. So they going to something that's close to, you know, our home. I had a car. Well, I got a car now. But at the time, I had a car. So I'm like, okay, let's roll up on them. But the whole time, I had told my mama about this and everything. Like, me and my mom relationship younger was so close. Like, I told my mama about everything. Like, she knew about every boy I talked to. She knew about every relationship. I think it's like a couple circumstances that she, like a couple things that she didn't know. Because, you know, you can't tell your mama everything. But my mom was like my best friend. And I told her everything, honey. So I told her. And my mom was actually one that gave me the idea. Like, okay, let's roll up on him. He say he real. He don't respond to this. He don't respond to that. But that don't sound right to me. So we finna pull up on him. So I'm like, okay, bet. Knowing my mama, we get in the car. My mama takes us. She ends up taking us. And I think my siblings with me too at the time. But my siblings with me just in case like something jump out. Cause my mama like, what if he not real? What if it's somebody pretending to be him? Like catfishing. And I knew what catfishing was, but I never knew that, you know, I'd be catfished. Like me? Like, you really catfishing me? Like, seriously? So, we driving to the bowling alley. Right now, I'm taking a white shade and I'm just pressing it on top. Kind of like in a cut crease motion. When we pull up, I text him, I ask him like, hey, you still there? And he like, yeah, why, what's up? I'm like, oh, nothing. Step out real quick before I continue though. The last I put on today are from BU Cosmetics. They are in the style, they don't even have a style on here. Surprisingly, there's no style on here, but they are fine. I've swatched these lashes before. They're so cute. Make sure y'all go support. Even though I will be going back to selling my own lashes, I do still support other brands, even when they send me lashes to swatch. If you do own a cosmetic brand and you don't have a model to swatch your cosmetics like lashes or lip glosses, let me know. Or if you need content, please email me at tatianarhodes@gmail.com. I'll leave my email in the description. So I'm like, okay, cool, hop out. So me and my friend Kristen, whatever, we hop out. We go to the door. And the bathroom is by the front door. So we standing by the front door by the men's and women's bathroom. We walk in, we see Deja's sister's friends, right? So basically they were there, and then we see Deja's family at the bowling alley lane. The way the bowling alley was set up, it was like you can see everything coming in. Like when you walk in, you can see everything. I'm like, okay, come out. We waiting on you. So the two family friends of Deja, we gonna name them Jay and Sarah. These names is like so Caucasian. But, and they like, what's up, y'all? This, that, and the third. Why y'all here? Or what, we like, we just hit a peep scene or whatever. We trying to see what's up. We was meeting somebody here. When I say come outside, he said, oh, I left. So whole time you seeing you left, right? But we were at the front door the whole time. So we could have seen anybody that was walking past. Once he sent the message and said that he left, we seen Deja come out of the bathroom. So I assumed, okay, cool, it's Deja. Her family and stuff there. I'm like, I bet. I go back to the car. I'm like, Mom, I think Deja whole time was catfishing me. I'm like, it has to be her. So we go home, come to find out, Deja texted my sister and was like, hey, I just want to say I apologize. That was me the whole time, this and the third. I liked your sister and I didn't know how to say it. I was furious. I was so upset. And even though I was only talking to them for a week, you know how it is in high school, whatever, when you like somebody and it's like, oh my God, like I liked you. And I didn't tell them no personal information because it was only like a week. I didn't tell them no personal information. We was only asking questions. I didn't have their social media, nothing. I already didn't know if they were real or not. So I was like, I was just real heated and mad. But I was really heated and mad at the fact that she thought that she could play me like that. So I went up to the little girl's house, knocked on the door, went to try to talk to her parents, couldn't find her parents weren't there. So her sister, Deja's sister, stayed there too. I went to school with her. She was a grade younger than me. Cause I was a junior and she was a sophomore at the time. And I told her what happened. And I said, well, she was doing this, she was doing that. And I feel like y'all need to monitor her phone because that's not okay and she don't need to be doing that. Basically, I pressed the issue because Deja wasn't there either for me to even actually confront her and let her know, like, that's not okay. And then I was 18. Yeah, I was 18 at the time. So I couldn't even, like, put my hands on this little girl when we went to gym. I told her sister, like, I really didn't want to, you know, I can't say it because of YouTube, but I told her sister that, like, I really want to do that. After that, I went home. I was cool or whatever. I still had dudes in my roster. Like, that wasn't the only one. Like, I wasn't tripping about. But that was going to be my number one if he was real. But, anywho, after that had happened, Monday rolls around. It's school. Everybody at school. Come to find out, the rumor is of the day that Deja's sister told everybody that I came to her house to jump her and her sister. No, I didn't. Baby girl, I came to jump just your sister. Not really. Not for real. I did want to tussle, but no, not for real. Like, I would have went to jail if that was the case. Especially if you telling people all at school that I want to jump both of y'all and that wasn't the story. If y'all like this story time, let me know in the comments if you like this look. Also, let me know in the comments. Let me know what other story time I should do, or if you have any questions about anything. I really like doing this video. Let me know if I should do more in the future. And it's about that time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and put on that notification bells for any future videos. Thanks, Glam Babes.